Hey everyone, welcome back to Unwind, a place where you can sit back and relax, and a place for us to dump whatever is on our minds onto you. Thanks for tuning Thanks for tuning in, and please don't forget to check out our Patreon page where our patrons can catch the latest episodes first and get exclusive perks you can't get anywhere else. I'm Kenny.
I'm Chris.
And let's get into this.
Nice. So yeah, we gotta find we really got to get on to finding some sort of theme song.
Yeah.
Because I can't just keep using music that we could get sued for.
It's true. I need to bring my kazoo next time.
I
forgot
literally
it.
gave you one. Just
I know.
for this.
I should just leave it in my backpack.
I do. I literally bring two with me everywhere just in case I need to do a ripping solo and I need somebody to do bed tracks.
That's very true.
They're kind of a weird instrument. When I first got it,
Mm-hmm.
and I say that as if I've been playing kazoo for years, but this was literally 3 days ago. I thought it was just it was like a whistle, except it came out with that kind of sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it took me honestly 3 tries to figure it out, and I felt so stupid because I'm it's the most basic instrument.
It is. You just hum into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that now.
Were you just going
Well, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get real and honest because you gotta be honest.
yeah.
And I picked it up and confidently blew into the wrong side. And so
Yeah.
I messed it up in every possible way you can mess
Good
up
job.
using a kazoo.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of me. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Neither.
So yeah, it took me that, and then I turned it around and blew into it again, and it was still just
Oops.
and then I figured it out. But
Well, yesterday in class, we had a guest lecturer for foley. Mike Keepings, I think his name was. We were watching this thing on Disney, doing their foley and everything, they're pioneers. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, for flies and stuff, we'd use a kazoo." And I was like, "What?"
for flies.
Yeah, just
So I guess
yeah.
Yeah,
It's, you
makes
never
sense.
think of it, but all the things that they use for foley, it kind of just blows your mind.
yeah, I think compared to any other well, it's not music. I've been using the term audio because between foley, post-production in general, and then the music field, it kind of goes beyond music into the realm of you can use anything to make sound.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because there's no limits to what
There
you
really
can do.
isn't. If you can imagine it, you can pretty much use it.
Well, what are those guys on YouTube? I think their names are Keys and Crates
Okay.
or something like that. And they do that series where they I don't know if you've seen it, where they collab with the Pizza Man or whatever.
Yeah, no.
And basically they just get him and they close the pizza box, and then
Okay.
he's he says a little something, and they take all these sounds and they turn it into a song. And I think learning foley takes that one step further, where you're dude,
Yeah.
can I slap Kenny and turn it into a dude getting slapped in this, or punched or kicked or sliding in this video game? Because why not?
Yeah. Well, the guy or the guest lecturer that came in had done some documentaries for bears and everything.
Cool.
To get the paws of them walking, he has gloves, and then he taped guitar picks to the fingers so it sounds like nails.
Oh. And so what did he use that on?
Just any kind of surface, if they're walking over rocks or grass or whatever.
And that worked consistently well for
Yeah.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And then he was working on a new project, and there were puppies, so he used paper clips instead of the guitar picks, so you get a little higher frequency.
What?
Yeah.
Did he show you?
Yeah.
And is there how noticeable was the difference between a guitar pick and a paperclip? It took me a second. But
There you go.
Doctor,
Yeah, the paper clips just had a higher frequency because it's more of a tapping, a higher tap because it's metal and whatever surface, whereas the guitar picks were a little bit lower because they're made out of plastic and weren't as bright.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess the harder kind of more solid rather than a softer.
Yeah.
Cool. Yo, we should bring puppies onto set and experiment and see how puppy paws sound on this carpet in here.
I love puppies.
Puppies are great. Yo, what's your favorite type of dog? Like, I know that Ollie is Kenny's dog.
Yeah, he's a Maltese Pomeranian. A little too small for me. I'd like a dog that's a little bit bigger.
A little less, you know,
Rat-like.
Yo, I would be like terrified if I saw a rat that looked like half as fuzzy as Ollie did.
That would be kind of scary. Like the rats here in Vancouver are pretty big though.
They're pretty big.
Like they're kind of freaky.
Yeah. Well, like, do you know like rat types?
Rat types?
Yeah. Like earth type, wind, and okay. But like, do you know like a pack rat?
Oh yeah.
Okay, because like I got this story for you. This one time, I used to work a night shift at a mill that I worked at, and so it wasn't night as much as afternoon shift. Irrelevant facts that you need to know.
Yeah.
Welcome to the information hour. I'm coming home. It's probably 2 a.m, maybe 3 a.m, whatever. And I come up, and my dog, who lives back home, she's a Great Pyrenees Newfoundland cross. So the opposite end of the spectrum from your dog, 120 pounds fluff ball. I was throwing around this thing, and I was like, what the actual heck is that? Because it would, like, hit the ground and, like, try to crawl away like Anakin when he got half burned in lava, and then, like, she'd pick him up and be, like, sick and throw him again. And it was just a crazy time. And so I go over and I like push her away from whatever this is, and I step on it, and I still got my like big work boot on.
Yeah.
And it blew my mind because this rat just looks at me from the side of the boot and just starts chewing on the edge of my boot, which isn't the crazy part that got to me, but the fact that he had all 4 of his legs like curled around my boot, like grabbing the bottom of my boot. And for a second, I wasn't sure who was wearing the boot and who was like stuck, and I was like, it was a terrifying experience.
That sounds scary.
But they get so big because like I don't have a small foot in particular.
Yeah,
you know? Like
they're big.
Yeah, well, like not necessarily like big for how big I am, but
true.
You know. Anyways,
that'd be freaky.
It was sketchy, and so like if you took that and added like 3 inches of fur,
no,
I would have just got back in my car and driven back to work and been like, guess what, folks, I can't go home ever again.
That's not my home anymore.
It's
been taken over.
Mini fur demons chilling in my front yard.
Oh no!
And that's just not good.
It isn't. No.
Not interesting to me.
No.
But like. Back on topic, like, what is like the perfect size dog, or like to you?
I like Shiba Inus. They're
I don't know what that is.
They're like just a medium-sized dog. Japanese dog. Apparently they're like not very nice though. They're very temperamental. But the ones I've met have been pretty cool. But yeah, something medium-sized. I used to have a German Shepherd back home.
Sir.
I love them. They're such great dogs. But like in the city, I wouldn't want to have one because there's like not enough room, for them to live. Not enough room for them to run around, have fun. Whereas at home, we had like this big farm kind of, and then he just ran around. He was an outdoor dog. Didn't stay inside.
Happy boy.
Yeah. But yeah, medium-sized dog for the city is good.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
I've always thought like to get something like a Cocker Spaniel or something like that would be dope. Plus, Cocker Spaniels are just like sick.
They
in
are.
general. I love them. You know what always makes me laugh?
What?
Like you mentioned that your German Shepherd was an outdoor dog. It's the same with our 2 dogs. They both live outside. Yeah. And like, I'm just gonna start by saying, in no way do I appreciate, support, or anything animal abuse.
Yeah.
But you always see these like animal abuse commercials, and it says on it, look at this dog being left out in the brutal weather, and it'll show a dog with like a chain on it and sitting in some snow or whatever. And then I look outside in the spring, and there will be my dog, Scotia. She will be sitting there in a patch of snow, looking just like that. When she was younger, she used to have to like be chained up because she had a tendency to chase vehicles and we didn't want her
yeah.
to get hurt. But she would be chained sitting underneath a tree in the one patch of snow left in the yard because big dogs like that, they just get so toasty. And so that, like, those commercials always just made me laugh so hard because they're not really, like, big dogs like that, they're not suffering.
They're not. They have a fur coat. They have a winter coat that grows in the winter and it keeps them warm. All right. Right?
No.
Yeah.
Unlike me in this Arctic cold that Alberta gave to us.
Oh.
I'm dying a
Yeah.
little bit.
Brushing my dog in the spring was the worst, though.
Yeah. No, I feel
Like
that.
brushing off their winter coat. Oh,
I feel that.
that took forever. And there'd be like bags and bags of fur. I'm like, how did you have this much fur?
Seriously.
Yeah.
I always feel bad for the people who have, like, the really long-haired breeds. I don't even know any of the names of them because I'm not a dog expert.
Yeah.
But, you know, long hair style
I
dogs.
was like, oh, that's too much fur.
That would be deadly. I think a lot of them have hair instead of fur.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, though. Not that that makes it any better.
Like,
but
if it gets tangled or anything, that's going to suck for you and the dog.
at least being long, you can kind of just cut it off, like with scissors.
Yeah. But then the dog's like, oh, shoot, I look stupid now. Thanks a lot, human.
You can't even express it to you. He'll just judge you with his dog eyes. No, actually, they can express it to you. My dog is super moody. Again, my bigger one, Scotia.
Yeah.
Because if you say you left her home alone all day, you have to, like, work or get groceries, you know, standard life stuff.
Yeah.
She would, like, come up to your car, super excited, super happy to see you, all the standard stuff. And she'd let you pet her for about 5 seconds. And then she would just walk away and sit on, like, a bank or something.
Yeah.
10 feet away from you and just stare at you. Just, like, with this look that just oozed, how dare you? That was what proved to me that dogs understand much more than we give them credit for sometimes.
For sure.
And also taught me that when she doesn't respond to my training calls, that it's not because she doesn't understand, it's because she's purely decided to ignore me.
Oh, yeah. Well, even when Ollie is mad at me and he's just, like, sitting on my bed and it's like, okay, Ollie, it's bedtime, he just looks at me, goes to the other side of the bed, lays down back towards me, and I'm just like, cool. Thanks, bud.
Only hurts a little bit.
I'm just crying all night long. I cry myself to sleep. Like, it's fine.
You know, that's how habits are formed.
Yeah.
Dog started it, and here we are a couple years later, just can't fall asleep without a good cry, you know?
Oh, yeah. Good old times.
What a life to live. Just Vancouver things.
Vancouver things.
Or is it, like, millennial things?
Probably millennial things.
We'll do a very official survey of the couple people we might see today and ask them. see what the results of that are. We're listening back to the last episode, and I'm trying really hard early on because I want to fix this thing to not say the word like, because we're listening, and every time I don't know what to say, I taught myself young because I took, like, I just said it. I took some public speaking stuff, and in my last university, whatever, I took some public speaking stuff, and to avoid saying or stuff like that, filler words.
So is also a bad one. Starting sentences with so.
Yeah.
So how's it going? So how are you doing today?
And everyone has their word, right? And so I always prided myself. I'm like, I don't say I'm a professional. And I'm listening back to this.
Like, oh my gosh.
And
so many
every
likes.
fifth word was like. And it was making me a little sad inside.
Yeah.
And so I kind of I have to avoid it now. I think more than, like, necessary to avoid.
Yeah, I'm very self-conscious about it now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to say it, but I'm probably saying it a lot.
It's such a good in-between word because we use examples for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that duck tasted just like chicken.
Yeah.
And so I use a lot of examples for things. And so that forces, I don't know, how else do you say something is like something without saying the word like? Or is that our only comparative word? Comparative.
Comparative.
It's like a horse. There, boom, folly, folks. Somebody turned that into a horse sound. Who was that one dude?
So there's this Foley artist named Gary Hecker. He does a lot of work, so I guess he can be kind of a tool, but he is like the biggest tool. He's like, oh, I have like the patented Gary Hecker horse hooves, horse sounds, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, we were watching this in class, we were like, this guy is so full of himself.
Look at this dude.
But then we look at his IMDb page and we're like, oh, he's worked on like everything. And we're like, damn, I guess he can be. But man, his video, he's just like so serious about his job. I'm like, okay, I get you can be serious about your job, but like, look like you're having fun. Like, this stuff is really fun.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time.
But yeah, he's an interesting fella.
At the same time, what would you expect from a dude whose last name is Hecker?
We thought his last name was Heckler for the longest time, and then we looked him up again, and we're like, oh, it's Hecker.
Hecker.
And my teacher was like, oh, Heckler's better, because we're heckling him. We're like, it's true.
But maybe before, but nowadays with the word heck having such a weight, I feel like it still holds up pretty well.
Right.
It's more of a meme now than just a descriptive term, you know?
True.
I would not be upset to have the last name Hecker.
What the hecker?
Nice. We give him almost as much trouble as we give you for having the name Wong. When you're Wong about things.
I had my whole class think I was Korean with my last name Wong.
Is that a Korean name?
No, it's Chinese.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very Chinese last name.
Well, okay, we gotta explain this story because that's back when we were in the same class.
Yeah.
And you originally...
I was trying to get Chris to think I was Korean. Like, lots of people that come up to me are like, oh, are you Korean? I'm like, no, I'm Chinese. So I was like, maybe I can get away with this. So I was like, yeah, I'm Korean. And then Chris was like, you sure about that? I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, no doubt. Like, why are you being like this? I know that I'm Korean. So this went on like a whole term. Me just saying, yeah, I'm Korean. Other classmates overhearing. And I'm just like, cool.
Whatever.
So, towards the end of the term, I told Chris, I'm like, yeah, I'm not Korean.
But like a month in, we went to that, or maybe 2 months in, we went to that bakery, and I heard you speak whatever dialect you speak to the person there. So I was so torn because
we went to a Chinese bakery.
Yeah. Sorry to clarify. And I could have sworn, I'm like, I heard him speak Chinese. I know it. I'm not losing my mind. And so I was always a little hesitant. And then, well, we got the one guy. It was what? Like at the end of the term.
What one guy?
Like Josh.
Oh, yeah.
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 At the end of the term.
Well, because I was just talking to our friend Josh on Facebook, and then I told him I went to a Korean market, and then the person working there started talking to me in Korean, and I was like, she actually thought I was Korean, haha. And then Josh was like, wait, you're not Korean? I'm like, what? Wait, wait, 1 second. I was like, no, I'm Chinese. He's like, but you kept saying that you're Korean.
You're shitting me right now.
And then I was like, no, I was trying to get Chris. I was trying to get Chris to think I was Korean. And then he was like, oh man, oh no. I was just like, I was trying to get Chris. He was very suspicious the whole time, but I guess Josh actually thought I was Korean.
Yeah. And then, just today, now, 6 months later, our one friend Parm.
Oh, Parm.
Bless Parm's heart. We're just chatting, hanging out, having a good time, and Kenny made that joke, and we all laughed about it. And Parm looks at us. He's like, "Wait, hold on. You're not Korean? What?" And it was it will go down in history.
That was probably the best joke, prank thing I've ever pulled in my life, unintentionally.
Yeah.
Like, I was just trying to get the one white dude to think I'm Korean.
That's racist.
Hey, I know.
We know. We have to be more on our game.
I was like, small town dude, he doesn't know. Like, some people, like, people
I'm from
out
a bigger
here.
city than you.
Hey, but still.
But like,
How many Asians in Kamloops? Actually,
Like-
there's a lot.
like 10?
My family members. But yeah. Actually, the Okanagan has a few, like, a bunch of Asians. But they're, like, older Asian people.
I guess
Yeah.
so. I guess so.
Like, my grandparents were, like, the main Chinese people in Vernon for the longest time.
Nice. Nice. I feel like I don't really pay attention.
Yeah.
It
It doesn't matter.
Maybe it's
to
part
me.
of growing up in Canada because we have such a multicultural community.
Mhm.
But I don't really notice.
Yeah.
Like, I take note because it helps me remember people.
Uh-huh.
But it's not like a, oh my God, he's black. Or something, you know?
Well, like with Josh and JT, our friends, I was so surprised when they're like, "Yeah, Filipino." I was like, "You guys don't look Filipino.
Pretty white.
They're very white."
Got him. Yeah, it's kind of, and like, nobody really cares in today's world. Hi, welcome back to the 5 minutes of politics on Unwind. Yeah, you forgot about the kazoo, didn't you? Didn't you?
No, I've been watching you. You've had it in.
No,
you've
not,
had it in.
not
your
you. I mean everyone
me?
else.
Oh,
Kenny?
sorry.
Kenny, yeah, you're in the room with me.
I know.
We can definitely do this though, like when we get the video going. I just said it. When we get the video going, unnecessary. I'll just keep it like up my sleeve.
Yeah, just
Like
keep it concealed.
What I'll do is I'll keep the kazoo up one sleeve and I'll keep a vape up the other, and you don't know if it's gonna be fatty clouds or a kazoo.
Yo, you gotta get Matty Smokes on here
Oh,
because apparently he lives in the
Dreams.
area.
dreams, my guy. You know what's actually something I really want to do?
What?
Is get a kazoo, and I bet you anything, if you got a big enough one, you could fit a jewel inside of it.
Oh my
So I want to be able
God.
to whip out a kazoo, and everyone goes, "Okay, here comes really annoying sounds," and then just fat cloud and confuse. Like, that would be amazing.
Nothing made me feel older in our class last term when everyone was talking about like vaping and stuff, because like my brain is just like, huh, okay. And then I actually Googled what a joule was because I had no idea. I was like, huh?
Fair.
What?
Hold up.
Hold up. What is that? What is that?
There's some things about jewels. I don't know if it's all vapes, but it seems to be every dude who has a jewel, and it just makes me be able to take them seriously even less than already owning the fact of having a jewel does, which is the fact that they all seem to really enjoy cucumber. So they're like, "You want to hit my jewel? It's cucumber flavor." And the first time that somebody ever said that to me, it took me a couple tries to really grasp what he said. Cucumber? Why?
Cucumber's such a like. How is that a
Why?
flavor? Like it's just water, grassy water.
Where are the cucumbers, dear? Can you just go out to the front lawn with a cup and just grab some cuke water?
Just blend up some grass.
I want to argue with you on that
I'm not
description,
wrong.
but I don't know a better way to describe cucumber.
Right? And snap peas, like I'm fine with them when they're cooked, but I can't eat them raw.
No?
Like they're
No?
just so grassy.
I don't know if there's a lot of types, but some are good and some aren't. Maybe that's also because my mom had a garden when I was younger, so I grew up being able to raid her garden and get some peas and grab some carrots. And one time we grabbed lettuce. That was a stupid decision. Raw lettuce is super boring without sauce. Like, that's grass.
Lettuce is so good.
Just without any dressing, though.
Okay.
Yes, salad is good, but
Salad's
lettuce is kind of boring.
Ollie loves lettuce. My dog
Really?
loves lettuce.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh.
He likes vegetables.
Huh.
Like, I give him carrots, I give him broccoli, I
That's
give
good.
him lettuce,
That's good.
and he loves it. He doesn't like spinach. He
Hmm.
kind of just chews on it and then, like, spits it out, and he's like, I don't like this.
At the same time, fair. Spinach isn't like the creme de la creme of vegetables.
True. Very
I don't
true.
lose my mind over spinach.
He does not like ginger.
A lot of people don't like ginger.
I had ginger juice on my hand one day because I was making pot stickers, and then I was like, "Do you want to try this?" And he licked my finger. He was like, "Ugh." It was like almost like the equivalent of children trying lemon for the first time. So now whenever I'm like grating ginger or something and he smells it, he like runs away. He's like, "No, I don't want that."
So I definitely know what you're talking about, but for all the people who might not know, you want to explain what pot stickers are?
Pot stickers are just like dumplings, Asian dumplings. Each country has like their own style. It's just like a thin wrapper and then meat and stuff inside. Delicious.
So is it just like a different name for a dumpling in a sense?
Yeah, like we just call them pot stickers because we cook them in a pot, in a pan. That's in pan stickers. And then like they get fried up on the bottom and everything. So good.
So it's more like a fried dumpling than a steamed or whatever.
But like you can boil them too.
Okay.
And eat them with noodles and stuff. Yeah.
I love noodles.
So good.
So good. So good. There's so many things that you can do with noodles. That's what makes them so good.
And there's so many different kinds of noodles. Oh.
It's so weird that I love noodles so much because I don't. It's not that I don't like, but I'm just not like crazy about European pastas. So spaghetti, ravioli, fettuccine, mussolini.
Like it's
all
good
of those.
once in a while, but if I were to have a choice between like European kind of noodles like pastas and stuff and like Asian noodles, Asian noodles 100%.
Fact. Also, you totally brushed over the fact that I added mussolini into my noodles.
I know. I heard that.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Come on. What a quality joke.
I don't like it.
People didn't like mussolini either.
I don't like you.
Dang it. I thought we could keep from the audience longer.
But yeah.
Do this for the mad dough we're raking in.
Yo. So
Facts.
much. But yeah, there's just, like you can have ramen, you can have pho.
Pho. I remember back when I just moved down here and I was like, you want to go eat some pho?
It was like, what did you say? What?
Yeah.
And like my sister-in-law is Vietnamese.
Oh, no way.
Like her parents have a restaurant in Kelowna too. Top notch.
What's it called?
Pho Sock Trang, something like that.
Pho Sock Chang.
Trang. Yeah.
It's like a mix between Chang and Train.
Yeah, it's good. I recommend it. Anyone in Kelowna?
Hi, welcome to the food hour.
Yo, we could just have like a podcast talking about food. Food is so good.
Yeah, I love food. Actually, it's kind of funny because I do love food, don't get me wrong. But you know those people who love food and they'll just eat all the time?
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people. I miss meals.
Same.
It's not that I don't love food. I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
I used to be really bad when I first started at school, and I'd get so hyped about going to record something or make a sound or record a song, and I'd eat breakfast before class, and I'd get home. By the time I'm off the SkyTrain and everything, it's maybe 2:15 by the time I walk through my door, and I got a song that I've been imagining for the last 45 minutes, and I'm super hype about it. And I sit down and I whip open my laptop and start jamming away, recording this song. And then I would notice usually like 6 o'clock, and I'd look down and my hands like shaking.
Oh no.
And be like, what's going on? And then it dawned on me that it's been like 11 hours since I've eaten.
Oops.
And I was just low-key sort of dying.
Yeah.
You know, Minecraft, he starts doing the little thing when he runs out of food. That was me at that moment. My system is slowing down. And,
Oh yeah.
And so I realized I have to kind of start doing that. So I literally have alarms for stuff now.
Wow.
I'll just like, so I don't forget to eat.
Mm.
Because I would like get in trouble from my mom. Thanks, Mom, if I don't eat. Full-grown adult who gets in trouble from his mom. What a day to be alive.
Like my eating schedule and my sleep schedule has been like so messed up ever since getting into night classes.
Yeah,
Because
5 to 9.
5 to 9. I don't know when I should eat dinner because I'm in class, and then I don't want to like we have a break, but then it's like I don't feel like eating at like 6 o'clock because I usually wake up late and then I have a late lunch. So then I just wait until I get home to eat dinner, or I sit in class texting Chris being like, I'm hungry.
Facts. Can confirm. Like, every day. 7 o'clock rolls around.
And then I just go to like McDonald's after school and pick up like a junior chicken or something because I'm just hungry and I don't know when to eat.
Yeah, it's really a problem.
Yeah. And then I like stay up until 5 o'clock in the morning and then wake up at 12.
Facts.
It's bad.
Yeah, it'll be fun and games when
Yeah.
snag a career. Have
Yeah.
to re-revert. I guess it only takes like what 3 days to re-revert a sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Like 3 really tired days, but it works.
I need to start going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier.
I want to learn more about the science behind sleep because you always hear like, people say you sleep better during the early hours of the night, and I want to know, is that actually a fact or is that just a urban myth? Because I don't know if it's more about like going to bed early and you sleep better earlier, or just when you go to bed early you usually get a full night's sleep compared to when you go to bed late.
Yeah. I don't know. We need a sleep expert.
Where can we find a sleep expert?
I don't know.
Like mattress? What are those like mattress stores? You always see like the commercials. They're always having blowout sales.
Sleep Country.
Sleep Country. Here we have a salesman in from Sleep Country, Canada, to talk about sleeping. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just one giant 45-minute long commercial for Sleep Country.
Which would be cool.
Would it though?
I would watch.
You want to know how to sleep better? Buy a new mattress from Sleep Country. Okay, no, we're talking about sleeping, not the mattress!
Yeah.
Anyways, off that tangent.
Yeah.
Crocs.
You need to tell me more about these because I'm still like.
Have I not really explained this to you? Okay. I've been telling Kenny about this. I've been making this joke for 2 weeks, and now I'm just building the tension for you guys whilst I pull up this article. So, Crocs as a company, everyone knows Crocs. They're the most...
Clogs.
Yeah, are they? Yeah, they're technically like a foam clog.
Super comfy.
I don't associate Croc as a brand anymore. I associate it as a type of footwear, you know?
Yeah.
And so, but Post Malone and Crocs, of all people, did a collab together. Most artists, they do collabs with shoe brands like Adidas or Nike or Jordans or stuff. But Post Malone did a collab here with Crocs. And he did 2 of them. So he did this yellow one that's got like not chain link, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like barbed wire on it. Kind of looks similar to the cover of Rockstar.
Okay.
And then he did this other one that it's white and it's got something all over it. I'm trying to see this picture here, but it's very...
Looks like an animal.
It looks like Pikachu.
It does look like Pikachu.
It'd be pretty cool if it was Pikachu.
I would buy them.
And then a little pin on it that says Posty Co. But it's in the font of, Borderlands.
Oh, it's like a little devil kind of looking thing.
Yeah, so Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing.
Ooh, it's ugly.
It's very
Where did you
ugly.
come up with that design?
Somebody.
But the crazy part about this shoe that really gets to me is A, they sold out in about 10 minutes.
That's crazy.
An entire line of them sold out in about 10 minutes. And the fact that I need to get my exact numbers here. But that first generation with the ugly alien on it, demon thing, how much do you think that would go for?
Like, I know it's gonna be something stupid, like, but I wouldn't pay more than $100 for those.
That's where you're wrong. Though, up here on a used, or not used, it's kind of dead stock, buy-sell place called StockX, they are going for $650
See, that's
US.
crazy.
US.
No.
So that's like $10 million Canadian.
No.
Because our
Actually,
dollar is
no.
awful. But what inspired this? And
Probably just thinks they're comfy.
well, facts. Like, no, I don't feel like anyone can argue that. They are ridiculously comfy shoes. But who
Just
would
like the
pay that
classic
much?
clog is $50 Canadian, and I think that's too much money for these.
They also last a long time.
True, but $50 for these things? No, I'd rather buy something else.
It is a fact, though, one time I said to you, if we ever get big enough on this podcast to be able to go on tour, that I will do the tour in Post Malone Crocs. If
Okay.
we get enough people supporting this show to be able to go around and start doing stuff, I will buy Post Malone Crocs.
I will hold you to that, and we have it now.
We have it on recorded
Yeah.
evidence that I will buy a pair. I might buy the second pair, which aren't quite as much because I think they look cooler.
Yeah, they are 100% cooler.
Yeah. Well, plus they're yellow, and yellow is just a dope color in general.
Yeah, and it looks like Pikachu.
Yeah. Wait, no, that was the first one.
What?
The demon Pikachu
What was
one.
the second? Oh, the second
Second
one
one
was
the yellow one
barbed
with
wire.
barbed wire, which I think looks better.
Oh, the
than the first
little
one.
the little devil guy's yellow. That's what I thought.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not a professional on Post Malone Crocs, but it really solidifies, though, what I always say about Post Malone is so many people in the rap game in particular always saying stuff. I don't give a frickin' heck about what anyone thinks about me. Actual quote.
Actual quote.
Actual quote. And whatever, but they definitely do because their entire way that they act and stuff is. Where Post Malone, I don't ever recall hearing him say that he doesn't care, but B, he has a collab with Crocs. He has a Explorer with chrome, the rims that spin independently, and suicide doors.
What?
Because Post Malone thought they were cool.
Because they are cool.
Well, yeah. But at the same time, nothing says I wanted to do it so I did it than that vehicle or this shoe collaboration.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
The guy performed in Crocs before he even had his Croc apparel.
Well, there you go.
So that's,
He's a true fan.
of what?
Crocs.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. He endorses them.
Endorsement. Dude, I just got a shoe deal with Crocs.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we can get a show deal with Crocs. Hey,
Yeah.
Crocs, if you're listening to this, we would love to work with you.
Please.
Please,
That would be cool.
support us.
But yeah.
This is really the two most comfortable types of shoes in the world are Crocs and whatever it is Andro wears.
So our friend Andrew has these really comfy looking shoes. They look like socks.
Oh, I've worn them because we are the same foot size despite the fact he's 8 inches shorter than me. Weird facts.
But I want a pair. Just
They're
slip
fantastic.
them on.
Fantastic.
And then just be like, okay, I'm wearing nothing. I'm wearing socks.
I've heard it said that that's what what's his name? Kanye West was going for when he created the Yeezy brand.
Okay.
Just shoes that are kind of slippers but still get away as a fashionable shoe. Which I can kind of see.
Yeah.
Like a pair of 350s or especially the pair of I don't know what I think they're 750 boots.
Okay.
They feel more like slippers than footwear.
Ooh. See, that's the dream, just having super comfy shoes that you don't even feel like they're on your feet. And your feet are happy while you're wearing them.
True.
I gotta go to class.
Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I forgot you even have class.
So on that note, shoes. On shoes.
On Post Malone and shoes, we're going to wrap it up.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Unwind.
Have a good day, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.